Okay, that's good. Okay. I also have to address this to YouTube. So I have to say hey guys and everything. Wait, actually let me just rename this. Rename this to that. I will duplicate this into reviews. Okay, make this cam bigger. Hello. Why hello. Alright, one second here. Oh wait, wait a second. Man, I need to put something behind my wall, don't you guys think? I need to like put something actually nice. Like most of my things are in my living room, you know? So yeah. Alright. So let's go ahead. Oh, let's turn off the deck machine there. And can I how do you full screen, guys? How do you full screen the Chrome, like the websites? There has to be some way, right? I forgot. Is it F10 or something? F11? Oh my god, you guys are geniuses. Okay, genius. All right, let's go ahead and start. Okay, I have to adjust this on to YouTube, so make sure that you guys tell me, like, just post how many stars you guys think this card is. Tell me what possible combos if I miss any. Tell me if it's very PogChamp or it's LUL, like all those things. Okay, just tell me in the chat. Okay, I will be looking. Okay. Okay, let's start. Hello. Oh my god, that's so funny. Hello guys. Hello guys, and welcome to the third series of Amaz reviews the new cards. There's a lot of new Hearthstone cards revealed for this time around, so it's really cool. I'm really excited. Let's start with Sonya Shadow Dancer, and the first thing we have to know is those stars. Okay, 3 mana 2/2 for Sonya Shadow Dancer is a rogue legendary. After a friendly minion dies, add a 1/1 copy of it into your hand. It costs 1. So this immediately reminds me of Cult Master, right? But instead of drawing a card, you draw a 1/1 copy of whatever died. Now, this looks ridiculous. Doesn't this look ridiculous right now? Like, my first impression of this card is that it's OP, because in constructed, you can only put cards that you like in your deck, right? So imagine you play Sonya on the board, where you have like Fireflies, and you have Prince Keleseths, and then you have stuff like Bone Mares at the high end. You know, you have Vile Spine Slayer, and then you get all the copies. Like, this can get out of hand so quickly. And sure, it's a 3 mana 2/2, so the stat line is not that good. But the fact that you get a 1 mana 1/1, I feel like there is some infinite combo of this card too, right? Has to be. You're getting 1 mana 1/1s. So if you have a battle cry that draws more cards, and then you can kill that with that card, and then you can just, there has to be an infinite combo somehow. This card looks ridiculous to me. Okay, it's good with SIs. It's good with any charge minions. Man, this card is insane. I feel like this card is really insane, so really excited to play this, I guess. Alright. Arcane Nullifier is our next card. It's a 1 mana 1/2 elemental for mage. Whenever you cast a spell, gain armor equal to its cost. That's so weird, right? Like, usually you would think that that's a warrior spell, like warrior effect, right? Where every time you cast a spell, you gain armor. Is that even going to... Oh. Is that even going to be a thing? Oh shit. That's so good. Okay, there you go. Like, is this card even going to be played in Control Mage? I don't think so. Like, 1 mana 1/2, you're already paying a big cost to play 1 mana 1/2, right? Like, 1 mana 1/3 is different. 1 mana 1/3 is when you're playing Mana Worm and you're playing like Northshire Cleric. Like, those are actually very good effects. This effect only gains you life. Like, it has to be the controlliest of control decks to play this card. Like, it could get really good. If you play Arcane Nullifier, like, if you play 2 Arcane Nullifiers into like Kabbalah's Tome, you gain 10 armor, and the opponent has to kill them. And then you're playing like a control mage, right? But Why is this a common in the first place anyways? Like, I don't understand. This card seems really shitty to me. I just don't think this card is good. This card just seems really shitty. Next one, we have the Grand Archivist. 8 mana, 4/7 for a little squirrel thing. There. At the end of your turn, cast a spell from your deck. Targets chosen randomly. Okay, there's actually another random word in this card that they don't say. It's at the end of a turn, cast a random spell from your deck with targets chosen randomly. So it's actually double random. 8 mana, 4/7, huh? 8 mana, 4/7. We don't see that stat line quite a bit. So it's kind of like an Archmage, I guess. Like, or like a, you can also kind of think of it as like a Druid of the Claw. It's like Druid of the Claw. It's kind of like Nesting Rock, but nobody plays Nesting Rock in Standard, right? It's kind of like a Druid of the Claw. Let's just say that. So for 8 mana, you get to play a Druid of the Claw in a sense, and you get to cast a spell for free. What if you stack your spells with just good stuff? Okay, so the first thing I could say is this might be good in a mage deck. I mean, not a mage deck, in a priest deck, where you have Mind Control, FFA, you know, Dragonfire Potions, and Shadow Madness, or whatever. This could get interesting. Druid? Oh yeah, Druid's good too. If you put this in Druid decks, you can get like Ultimate Infestation, Spreading Plague, Jade Idol. Yeah, the swipe is always gonna be good with Grand Archivist, but it's 8 mana. I think this is better than Shelly in the standard decks, but nobody plays Shelly anyways in standard. So, man, this is gonna be very specific. 8 drops are usually like super expensive. So I'm gonna go ahead and say that this is not good because it's 8 mana. So yeah, that's basically how it goes. Like 8 drops is so contested, right? Like for example, there are just some decks that never play this card. Like Paladins never play this because 8 drops are so tight anyways. Hunters never play it because it's 8 mana, right? Aggro decks still want to play 8 mana cards. So I'm gonna go ahead and say this card is not that good. Next we have Arcane Tyrant, 5 mana, 4/4 Elemental, neutral card again. Costs 0 if you cast a spell that costs 5 or more this turn. Ooh. So 0 mana, 4/4 if you cast a 5 mana cast spell. Huh. So imagine on turn 5 you cast a 5 spell. So what's a very good 5 mana cost spell? What's a very good 5 mana cost spell? And then you have to play 0 mana 4/4 on turn 5. Like, I can only like, yeah, okay. So we as a group can only think of like, Nourish is not even that good, right? Nourish into Arcane Tyrant doesn't seem that good. How about like something like a Zoolock with like Karakazam into Arcane Tyrant? I don't think you're breaking the game. You're just getting an extra 4/4. What if you play Volcano? Like Shaman Volcano. Volcano and then play 2 Arcane Tyrants. And then you play Evolve next turn. That seems kind of cute. But then you have to play Volcano. And you have to play Arcane Tyrant in your deck. I'm gonna go ahead and start this off with really bad. I think the only way this can work will be in like Shaman, because you need to actually just wipe the board and play these for free. I don't think Priest would like it. Priest, you AoE the board and you don't need to care about tempo. You want to just respond to whatever your opponent plays, right? Because they can play some more stuff. I don't think this is good in Priest. I think this is good in Shaman. This might be good in Druid. Like, wait, what if you Ultimate Infestation into 2 Arcane Tyrants? So 10 mana, deal 5 damage, make it 5/5, gain 5 armor, draw 5 cards, and then make 2 4/4s. Is that good? Because like you draw 5 cards, so it's easier for you to draw Arcane Tyrant. Maybe this is good in Big Druid. Okay, maybe we can't count this card out yet. There might be some cards that make this really good. Firelance Portal might make this really tempo based too. Okay, we can't shrug this off. Elemental Mage might play this, actually, because they have Firelance Portal and Flame Strike. Okay, there's some hope for this card. Interesting. Oh my god! Look at this card. Just look at this. This is insane. Priest is gonna be insane in this expansion, I'm telling you. 7 mana Psychic Scream for Priest. Shuffle all minions into your opponent's deck. Are you kidding me? This is the best card so far revealed in the expansion. This is like 6-star right now. Because whenever... Alright, I'm gonna do the compendium for every expansion, so that's gonna come up soon. You guys have to keep an eye out for that on YouTube, yeah? This is looking like insane. Not only is this better than Twisting Nether, like just strictly better, it also costs less. Okay, let me explain, right? Twisting Nether, if you Twisting Nether stuff like their Tyrion, they still get an Ashbringer, right? If you Twisting Nether their Death Rattle stuff, like, you know, high mains, they still get the proc. This comes down like a possible turn earlier, and you don't trigger any of those. Plus, if they actually are playing something really shitty, like, imagine if they're playing Jade Idol Druid, and then you shuffle the 1 mana 1/1 Jade Idols and 2 mana 2/2 Jade Idols, and they play Spreading Plague, and then you shuffle 2 mana 1/5 Taunts in their deck, and you just screw up their deck so much. Like, dude, this card is OP, man. This card is insane. It's better than Twisting Nether, and it costs less. Oh my god, this card is insane. Okay, I'm so excited to play this card. Wow. Oh my god, this is PogChamp. This is just rain PogChamps everywhere in this. This is insane. I'm gonna be screaming for this card. Alright, next we have Hoarding Dragon. 4 mana 5/6 dragon. Okay. Oh, it's Hungry Dragon, right? Death Rattle, give your opponent 2 coins. Okay, so instead of Hungry Dragon giving your opponent a 1-cost minion, you give your opponent 2 coins to their hand. Well, this is really good in Arena. This card is actually insane in Arena. Because in Arena, you really don't care if you give them coins. So I would draft this card really highly in Arena. That's like the first impression. Obviously, Dragon decks might make a comeback, but it's really hard to make these cards work in Constructed, because there are so many decks that actually could make work of more mana. It's not like Arena, right? Like Arena, you're playing a shitty card, so you don't really care about the 2 coins. In Constructed, if you give your opponent 2 coins, they might do some ridiculous combo. Like if you're playing against Rogue, that's just okay, you just lose, right? If you're playing against like even something like Mage or something, right? You give them 2 coins and then suddenly Quest Mage just beats you. And then Warlock, they suddenly can like clear port or whatever. And then if you play like a Killer Self Rogue, they can suddenly like play their Bone Mare or something like that. I feel like this is unplayable in Constructed, but this is like an all-star in Arena. So it's a very polarized card. There is a little bit of Death Rattle synergy, but I don't think it's going to be that important. I think at the end of the day, you have to evaluate this as a 4 mana 5/6 with a downside, and then the 4 mana 5/6 in Arena. Yeah, okay. Alright, next card we have a Void Lord. 9 mana 3/9 Taunt. Okay, a demon. Cool. Demon's kind of interesting because you can get it from Bane of Doom, right? Death Rattle. Summon 3 Void Walkers. Wow. Okay, this is an auto pick in Arena. I can't imagine this being like, this is insane in Arena. You pick this, how does your opponent hit your face? They remove this, and you still have 1/9 spread across. You still have 3/9. Basically, yeah, it basically just splits into 3. Dude, this is insane in Arena. Okay, you pick this. It is like the new Ultimate Infestation. Well, not quite there, but it's insane. Okay. How good is this in Constructed? Wait. The Gul'dan Death Knight is still in Constructed, right? Dude, imagine if you play 2 of these, and then you play Gul'dan. Dude, imagine this in Highlander Demon deck. Dude, remember Highlander Demon deck of Cruel, the Unshackled? And then you play this, and then you play Cruel, and then you just dump your hand, and you play this. Oh my god, okay. This card has a lot of potential. I like this card. Sure, it can just, you know, get wrecked very easily, but it's a freaking 6/18, right? If you add up all the stats, 9 mana 6/18 is 24 stats for 9 mana. That's a lot of stats. Plus, if you're playing this kind of deck, you're gonna be mostly control, right? So the health is actually gonna be so important. I like this. I like this. I like this card. This card is OP. Wow, very nice card. PogChamp too. Alright, next we have Faldorai Strider for Rogue. 4 mana, 4/4. With a battle cry. Shuffle 3 ambushes into your deck. When drawn, summon a 4/4 spider. So it is kind of like, oh my god. What was that card called? Ambush from Below. Wait, what's that called? To Tunnels Below? There was a card like this before in Beneath the Grounds. Yes, Beneath the Grounds. Beneath the Grounds was, I think it was a GVG card. You shuffle 3 ambushes into your opponent's deck, and when they draw, you get a 4/4 spider. So this is different, right? This is, you shuffle them into your own deck, and then when you draw them, you get a 4/4. Wait, this card is OP. Wait, how is this card not better like than the old one? The old one is a 3 mana 0/0 that puts the 3 cards into your opponent's deck. This is a 4 mana 4/4. And you put it in your own deck so you can control your own fate. Like, imagine if you play like a card draw, like a card draw engine. Man, this card is much better than Beneath the Grounds. This card might actually see constructed play. Because you get to control your own fate. Like, you get to make a deck so that this is good. What if you play 2 of these, right? If you play 2 of these, then the chance of drawing 3 spiders is so much higher. And then imagine if you copy this and then you play it again. And copy it again. And you can actually have a deck that's just full of spiders. And then every start return you just get a million spiders. Imagine if you play this. And then turn 5, you have 16 worth of stats. Okay, this card has a lot of potential. Like, this is a very high potential card. Okay. Wow. Alright. This is a PogChamp card, okay? This is pretty good. Alright, next we have Hungry Eaton. 6 mana 4/10 taunt. 6 mana 4/10 taunt. That's pretty big. That's like Ancient of War, pretty much, right? Battle Cry. Summon a random 2-cost minion for your opponent. Ooh. So 6 mana Ancient of War, but your opponent gets a 2-drop. So on average, alright, let's say on average a 2-drop is like a 3/2 or 2/3, right? That's usually the average. That's pretty good, dude. So the Hungry Eaton will kill it, and then you get a 6 mana 4/7 taunt. Or a 6 mana 4/8 taunt. So that's kind of worth it, right? Obviously, the first thing that comes to everybody's mind is Doomsayer, haha, LUL, right? But that doesn't happen too often. I think this is an all-star in Arena. This seems really powerful in Arena. As long as you don't give them a card that like what faces you. Like there's a lot of what face cards, right? Like imagine if you give them the Patient Assassin or the Gastropod, then you just lose the 6 mana card, no reason. There's also Pyros, which you don't want to give to your opponent. Actually, there's a lot of silly 2 mana cards you don't want to give your opponent, right? So this could backfire in Arena, but it's so big. It's Ancient of War for 6 mana. Of course you would draft this. Right, this is an all-star. This is like an easy auto pick. In Constructed, this is a bit more. Oh man, is this good in Constructed? I feel like this is not good in Constructed. One could say that you could use this with MC Tech, or you could use this to beat like Jade Druid so they don't spread and plague you that much, but I don't like it. I don't think this is gonna be Constructed viable. I think this is just pure Arena card again, and this is a pretty good Arena card by if you think about it. It's really insane. I like it. Alright, 3 more cards. Next we have Cataclysm, a Shaman card. Oh wait, no, it's a Warlock card. Cataclysm is a Warlock card. 4 mana. Destroy all minions and discard your hand. Wow. Okay, so Twisting Nether, but then you lose your whole hand. Okay, what? Okay, so Twisting Nether, you lose your whole hand. Oh my god. You know, it's funny because in the distance, if you guys listen really carefully, right? If you guys just focus a little bit, you can hear Blood Queen Lanathel actually saying hi. has +1 attack for each card you've discarded this game.
You have made an unwise decision.
So is this good? I feel like that this is not that good. I feel like it's a trap again. Like Blizzard is always pushing discard lock to be a thing, but discard lock is a very tempo based deck, right? If you think about it, what are the discard cards that are good, right? So you have like Succubus, you have Silverware Golem, you have Darkshire Librarian, you have Doomguard, you have the 3/8 Taunt, right? Like all these discard cards are very tempo based. And Cataclysm is anti-tempo. It's destroy the board. It's a control card. So why would you include this card? There might you might include this in Quest Warlock, right? The Quest Warlock might actually want to discard the whole card, whole thing just to proc it immediately. But then that is so slow. That is the slowest engine I've ever seen. No, I don't like this card, man. This card seems just trash. No. Blizzard always wants to make this card lock a thing, and it's not gonna happen with this card. This card is not. It's a 4-mana 0/0 that kill. That's like a 4-mana 0/0 Deathwing. I'm not playing a 4-mana 0/0 Deathwing. Okay. No. Pass. Next up, we have a Paladin spell. 4-mana Call to Arms. Recruit 3 minions that cost 2 or less. Now this card can get pretty stupid. I think this card is actually really good. 4 mana, recruit 3 minions that cost 2 or less. Man, this reminds me of the MTG card. What is that called? It's a green card that just you get to look at the top cards of your deck and just put it on the deck. Whatever, right? That card was OP. Okay, this card can get really ridiculous because if you actually hit 3 things, which is not impossible because you're freaking building a deck for it to work, you're actually gaining 2 mana. You're like, it's 4 mana, makes 6 mana stuff. Right? That's OP. Plus, you can actually stack your deck, right? You can stack your deck such that the 2 mana cards are always OP. Obviously this is an extreme example, right? But imagine you put like 2 Dirty Rats in Mihail's Mana Storm. So for 4 mana, you get 2 2/6 taunts and you get 4/4. That's ridiculous. Okay, obviously you're not gonna do that. That's the extreme example. But there's probably some cards that are really, really good with this effect, right? Like even getting like a Blue Hoarder off this effect is really good. So, and also the 1/1 Divine Shield Taunt, like that's fine. You know, whatever, right? So I think this card is really strong, and I think it's just a very powerful effect. If there are very, very good 2-drops, this is gonna be like just nuts. This just be nuts. I don't really care if it's 4 mana. Like people are gonna say, oh, 4 mana slots are gonna be so filled with Paladin, you know, oh, True Silver Champion, plus of Kings, whatever. No, okay? This is better than all of that. This is ridiculous. Okay? So, card to look out for sure. And finally, we have Lanessa, Sun Sorrow. It's a 7 mana 1/1. Cue the Elligiggles. First legendary, that's a 1/1, that's 7 mana 1/1. Okay, obviously it has to have a very sick effect, right? Okay, let's read the effect. Battlecry. Cast each spell you cast on your minions this game on this one. So every time you buff your minion this game, Lanessa gets better when you play it later, right? So what works? So you Blessing of Kings, Adaptation, Silver Moon Portal, Spike Steed is a really good one. There's Dino Size, you know, like all this stuff, right? I think the main thing you want with this card for Lanessa is that she really likes dinos, right? She wants to mount a dino. And if you, like, it actually gets pretty ridiculous. Imagine if your deck runs 2 Spiker Steeds, okay? So you Spiker Steed, and then you play Lanessa, and then Lanessa comes with 2 free Spiker Steeds. Spiker Steed is already a pretty ridiculous card, right? It's a 6 mana +2/+6, and you get a 2/6. So it's effectively a 5. It's a 6 mana 4/12 kind of, right? So if you play 2 of those before, and then you play Lanessa is kind of like a 7 mana plus 8 plus 16. So that's a 917. And then that's not even counting if you have like even more stuff, like Blessing of Kings and whatnot. I think this is good enough with just 2 Spiker Steeds. And then obviously there are some haters that go like, oh, what if it gets silenced? Oh, what if it gets, you know, hexed to polymorph? Well, think about it. Think about it. Okay? There's nobody ever in standard plays silence, right? Nobody plays Alcin. Nobody plays, like, just nobody plays silences, right? Like the only silences that are played at the 5/5 silence for priest, and it's just priest. And then spellbreakers play in some druid decks, but that's just druid. And then no shamans like to play hex, and mages aren't even playing polymorph right now. So this is really good. Okay, when I first saw this card, I made a very good analogy. Okay, so I'm gonna actually explain the analogy. Let me just tell you the analogy. Okay, like Lessa is kind of like a pie. Okay, imagine your favorite type of pie. Okay, it could be like a fruit pie, it could be like, you know, a meat pie, or like a dessert pie, or a pineapple pizza pie, whatever. Okay, so imagine it's a pie, and there's 100 pies. Okay, you're gonna really want pie. Okay, there is that one game where you're gonna get blown out by a silence or a polymorph effect or something like that, but that's like 1 out of 100. Okay, and then take that 1 out of 100 and just imagine that it's just an invisible pie. Okay, so you're in a room with 100 pies, and then one of them is invisible, and if you guess wrong, then you don't get the pie, and then you're really sad. So I'm telling you that most of the time you're gonna be very happy. You're gonna choose a pie and you're gonna go, oh, that's really yummy, right? And you're gonna be super happy with this. I think this card is really powerful. Basically, that's what I mean. Okay, it's a very good pie. Okay, like 99% of the time you're gonna be very happy with pie. Obviously, that 1% of the time you're gonna feel really bad because you're not gonna have a pie. But Lynessa is gonna. I think this card is good. I think this card is really good, especially with the 2 Spiker Steeds. So I'm gonna keep an eye out for that. I think the only thing holding this card back is 7 mana. 7 mana is pretty expensive for this kind of effect. Like if it's a 5 mana card, it'll be insane. So yeah, but I'm still gonna remember that this card is good. Okay. Anyways, that was the set for today for this set review. Very cool set. All the cards in this set were insane, right? Like really powerful cards. I think my favorite cards in this set was Psychic Stream. Psychic Stream, dude, I'm streaming right now. No, Psychic Scream and Call to Arms. But I think all the other cards are really powerful too. Like Voidlord is a very powerful card. I think Sonya is a very powerful card. And obviously we have Lynessa, the pie card. Alright. So hopefully you guys enjoyed this preliminary analysis by the dual class arena specialist and rank 1 extraordinaire in constructed, because I have got rank 1 in constructed multiple times. Just check my Twitter, okay? I got screenshots. And recently dual class arena #1. Okay, so obviously I know what I'm talking about. I will impart more of my wisdom in the next set. It's probably gonna come on Friday because there's gonna be new cards released every day. So make sure you check that video out. But for now, I'm gonna leave you guys with, you know, just more theory crafting on your own. So let me know what you think, and we'll see you in the next video. Okay? Winky face. All right, I think that went really well. That was like a really good review. Okay. That's super good. All right, now let's shout at Ed to it's time to shout at Ed to make the thing. Ed, card review done at 2:36. Heart. Okay, I gave him a heart, so it's okay to yell at him. All right, that was fine.